bertemu kembali. Inisiatif alam sekitar, sosial dan tadbir urus ESG merupakan asas penting dalam pelaksanaan sama ada di peringkat kerajaan mahupun perniagaan. Di sebalik mengaplikasi ESG, terdapat juga cabaran-cabaran lain yang perlu ditempuh. Editor Niaga AWANI, Najib Aroff ada perinciannya dari Davos, Switzerland sempena Forum Ekonomi Sedunia WEF 2022.
Di WEF ini pelbagai topik dibincangkan, terutamanya berkaitan dengan digital. Salah satu topik yang cukup menarik saya ingin kupas pada jam ini berkaitan dengan serving up digital services. Ini berkaitan dengan adaptasi digital, namun dalam pelbagai aspek dan juga segenap peringkat di dalam ekonomi masing-masing. Salah seorang ahli panelnya bersama dengan saya pada jam ini iaitu merupakan Chairman dan juga Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif Japan External Trade Organization atau JETRO, iaitu merupakan Nobuhiko Sasaki. Mr. Sasaki, thank you so much for joining us at this time. I just want to ask, because in Asia, ASEAN especially, when we talk about digital adoption at every level, Japan is always the benchmark, right? What is the best practices we can learn, especially post-pandemic, for the past 2 years, maybe in your experience?
Okay. Well, in Indonesia, some good IT companies are doing very, very well. But what we did in Japan in these 2 years is to support SMEs to export their products. 2 years ago, when pandemic started, all of a sudden, traditional ways to support SMEs like exhibition, business matching, or inviting foreign buyers to Japan, all these traditional ways could not be used. So we switched business model to digital one, and that's we established a platform of supporting SMEs to come into the e-commerce world. That's that platform is called Japan Mall. That we JETRO made a contract with foreign e-commerce B2C platforms, and when the Japanese SMEs list their products to our register their products on our list, then the foreign platformers or even the Japanese trading companies take risk to export that products to the foreign e-commerce sites and to customers. So there's no risk for Japanese SMEs, no language barrier, no inventory risk, no exchange rate risk. They complete their transactions in Japan in Japanese. So that's what this business model is not only Japan's one. It can be used for everywhere in the world. That's what we did in Japan for these 2 years.
Was it hard for you, especially for Japan, especially because in Asia or ASEAN rather, because our SMEs, right, are facing some difficulties in terms of cost, in terms of awareness, in terms of adapting digital adoption and all that. But how is it in Japan, and what can we learn from you guys?
Well, for many SMEs in Japan, it's very difficult to reach to the foreign companies, foreign customers. But using our way of platforms, they could reach to the foreign customers directly. And of course, as I said, there are a lot of risks, but we try to minimize those risks. And so minimizing risks is quite important for each government or trade promotion organization like JETRO.
Last but not least, because you've seen a lot of trends for the past 2 years in terms of digital adoption, especially among MSMEs in Asia and Japan and other countries as well. Maybe how do you foresee our digital adoption in Asia moving forward? What's lacking and what's needed to be done to further propel the adoption?
Well, in some sense, Japan is a little bit behind the Asian new platformers. we are now trying to make much of startups, Japanese startups with foreign startups, or foreign startups to Japanese big businesses. The communication or matching is quite necessary. And what they are doing, the startups are doing, what the big companies are trying to do, is to develop new technologies which contribute to improve the society and solve the questions, like big problems like global warming or the poor, or a lot of issues. I think, what JETRO is now trying to do is to make matching, to go for a lot of international.
Thank you so much for joining us this time. Really appreciate your time. Itu tadi Mr. Sasaki. Kita ni bercakap soal tentang adaptasi digital. Jepun adalah benchmark kalau kita bercakap tentang adaptasi digital. Sudah pasti ini adalah antara bagaimana kita boleh menambah baik, terutamanya pada disebutkan tentang kerjasama antara negara-negara ASEAN dan sebagainya. Okey, itu antara laporan yang dapat saya rangkumkan untuk jam ini. Banyak lagi laporan yang lain saya akan rangkumkan di laman web kami astro.com dan juga setiap rancangan kita.